Hello everyone and welcome back. My name's X and we got actual Gears 5 news. I know that I don't even really cover Gears of War that much. In fact, I wasn't even thinking I was going to even get Gears 5. I was really on that edge. Just, there was so many good news and bad news going back and forth. I was talking about like how I was afraid of all these negative things with Gears 5, what might end up happening, and then they end up announcing that that wasn't going to be the case, that they're going to change the way microtransactions are done and everything. So it's very, very minimalized in how intrusive it is into the gameplay and so forth. But it did suck when they were like going off for no reason about smoking and being anti-smoking, going, yeah, we need to put a stop on smoking. Smoking's bad for you. And you're like, we're playing a game where we just chainsaw people in half, and you want to worry about smoking? I mean, it's one thing if you just say, we just didn't really care about putting smoking in the game. They could have just done that, but they tried to act like they were like these social pariahs, or whatever you want to call it, people trying to really enforce beliefs down other people's throats and so forth. They were just like, really? You're going to try and do this? It's just a game. People just want to play a game. But I ended up, going for it, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting on Steam, so I'm gonna play that. I might live stream it when it comes out. I'm not sure how that's gonna go because unfortunately I'll be moving at that time. So just give me a heads up. I may have like a little dip in uploads because of that. So just want to give you a heads up. But if you haven't, seen all the other channels that have been covering the news, and you haven't seen, your Facebook posts, just blowing up, but apparently, Gears 5 is getting DLC if you get the Ultimate Edition, where you have Halo Reach characters Carter and Kat from Halo Reach, where they, if you're just here for the Gears War and you don't know anything about Halo, Halo MCC is bringing Reach over into it, so now you get to play Halo Reach. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of a mix to get both games popularized a little bit more, and so Kat and Carter are now going to be playable characters in Gears 5 that if you get the Ultimate Edition you can play as. So that's gonna be cool. You can be able to play as Spartans, which, by the way, we've now achieved the most amazing thing ever. It took a long time, over maybe a decade now, but we finally did it, you guys. We finally did it. We now have Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5. That's right, you guys. We came full circle here. We finally, this was back in Halo 3 when this was uploaded to YouTube, that video, and now we finally have it. I mean, maybe they'll even incorporate it in the Gears of War campaign where you can hijack a vehicle or something like that and play as your Spartan characters, or maybe do it in the multiplayer. Who knows if they have like a big multiplayer game mode they later add in, and you can actually have vehicles and hijack. If they have that, that'll be the most hilarious thing ever. But yeah, I think that's really cool. That some little joke that someone did, I'm a shit 'em up back in the day, and now it's become a reality. But yeah, there's so many cool things that they've shown off already, so it looks great. I mean, they've shown a new trailer just recently for Horde campaign, so what's really cool to actually see, Sires. I actually always forgot about them, and now I was always wondering, like, whatever happened to them, and now they're back in the game, so that's gonna be interesting. There's also Swarm Zerkers now. That's pretty cool. Also, like, a lot of the things that I did a video on, if you guys want to watch the 10 most requested features for Gears 5, that was from a lot of the people I asked in the community. I posted that on the actual Gears of War forum, and they really seemed to listen. They added a map editor. They fixed a lot of the issues with Gears Horde mode, and a lot of the like executions and other things that they were talking about. They really did end up listening to it because they added a bunch of this stuff. We now have bots that'll replace players when they quit now, which is amazing, by the way, because that was annoying. It always sucked when you got to like the 10th or 20th round and all of a sudden you're down like 2 or 3 players. It's like, really? Are you serious? We just lost that many people already? So now you got bots now. So even if you play by yourself, you can actually play and still manage to play the game. I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get to the end. Maybe they're going to be badass bots, or maybe they're just not really going to be that great, but who knows? But it's going to be really cool to see what ends up happening. New abilities and new strategies are also being added. And the campaign looks interesting again. I think they're doing at least a smart part by not trying to give away too much of the campaign, but it'll be interesting. See what ends up happening to Kat if she ends up, or Kate. Sorry, I keep saying Kat because I'm thinking of Halo Reach. If Kate ends up becoming, the Horde Queen, or she ends up getting saved. I can't remember. I thought someone told me that Gears 5 the Gears of War series is not going to be another 3 trilogy. That it's actually going to end in Gears 5. I have no idea. I'd be interested though if they end up doing like maybe a Gears Horde mode game entirely. Like, it'd be really nice if you had like ability to have a Horde mode style game where that's all it is, and you get to use everything to your ability. You get to use weapons that existed in all the Gears of War series, all the different enemies too. So you can play against Locust, Lambent, Swarm. You can play against the UIR. That'd be pretty cool too. And you can use every type of weapon, every type of ability. So like even the boomer shields that they had, not boomer shields, what was it, the Mauler shields, all those kind of things. That would be kind of cool if they ended up coming up with a game like that, if this is the end of Gears 5 and they come up with something else. But I mean, that would be pretty cool. But again, I'm gonna wait to see. I'm not gonna try and dig too deep hoping to find any spoilers for the campaign. I want to actually watch and try and just enjoy it for how it is. So I'm looking for the campaign, looking forward to the campaign, the new multiplayer modes and changes that they've made. Some I've heard are really good, some I've heard are really bad. I'm just gonna wait to see. But one of them that it's kind of cool what they were doing, but at the same time I see why people are against it, was the omen sign when you're taking damage, that they inverted it. Now instead of the very middle being blocked out, now the entire outside is being blocked out and you can see inside now. In some cases, like when you're trying to aim, that's great, but when you're not trying to aim, when you're trying to actually just roadie run and run around and use your Nash or whatnot, it doesn't seem like this is a good idea to have it that way. Maybe they might make it a preference where you can switch, but I'm not sure. I've heard some people against it, some people for it, so we'll find out. I'm also looking forward to the Horde mode. I mean, that's pretty cool, the abilities they showed off, and I'm really looking forward to that escalation mode and the map builder. It'd be pretty cool to see how people design their maps, and maybe I might design one and see how difficult I can make one, like the most insanely impossible difficult one. Maybe put every room have a swarm zerker in it. That'd be pretty bad. That'd be pretty bad to put like a swarm zerker in every room. You have to go through a maze that really is complicated, but that would be really cool to see what people end up doing. But that's gonna wrap it up. But again, yeah, I will try and live stream it if I can, but I will give you a heads up, I might not be able to if I'm moving during that time and I'm not able to get everything set up and able to go. But if I do, yeah, I'll probably live stream it. But if not, there's probably plenty of others that will be. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up with the Gears of War news. If you haven't seen my Halo video yet for Halo news and you're into Halo, watch that. Otherwise, I'll wrap everything up here, but also we'll be uploading a Battlefront video as well if you guys play Battlefront 2. Anyways, that'll be the end of it. Thank you all for watching. You all take care. Peace.